It's Farmers Market Day in Haag in Oberbayern. On this autumn morning, the election is on people's minds. The local Green candidate is on the campaign trail and her party is in buoyant mood. JUDITH BOGNER tells me she and her colleagues offer hope for a tolerant, multicultural future.
We're growing ever more into a globalized village, and we need to make sure that we're not neglecting local people and local society and nature over interests that may be at the other end of the world. And I think this election will breathe new life into democracy in Bavaria, in Germany and Europe, and make democracy great again.
It's a sign of how confident the Green Party and its candidates are in this election that they're campaigning strongly in areas like this one, traditionally seen as heartlands for the governing Christian Social Union. While the CSU finds itself having to fight hard to hold on to places it used to win easily. Which explains why its embattled Prime Minister is talking tough on immigration and on policing. Amid the bands, beer and Brezel, at a last election rally, Markus SODER spells out why voters must shun the Greens and vote CSU.
The Greens stand for an ideological banning culture, and I say I do not want that. I want to remain the free state instead of becoming a banning state. And that's why I say this programme of the Greens is very far away from the CSU. With this programme there can be no coalition.
But by attacking other parties' policies, some analysts suggest the CSU is tacitly accepting some of theirs are unpopular.
Voters are set up with, hey, you always try, you always pretend, but you never make it. We're fed up with this. We want someone else to deliver a proper government.
Opinion polls suggest where once the CSU was supported by almost half the voters, now barely more than a third do, while 1 in 5 people say they support the Greens. Little more than 1 in 10 back the Social Democrats.
We are talking about the issues that really are going on in everybody's life. For example, housing is so expensive, and this is the top issue for us.
But the polls suggest more voters prefer a different message, leaving the distinct possibility the Greens will force their way into a coalition. JUDITH BOGNER says her party is ready for that. But are the voters? We'll find out on Sunday evening. Dominic, Kane, Al Jazeera, Haag in Oberbayern.